This thing made 156 pounds of grease last night. Dan Zelton from Eagle River, Wisconsin. Got an 07 GMC. We run 590. We got a 6.6 Duramax in it. S&S fuel, a couple small injectors, a lot of nitrous. 4R100 built by BTS, and a 4-wheel drive chassis. We got a 110 and an 85 built by Midwest Turbo. They did a hell of a job knocking those out. We're making really good power on them.
You got a rough idea of how much power? Or?
We don't. On this new setup, it has not been on a dyno, unfortunately. So we don't know what it makes. We have no clue what it makes. We have somewhat of an idea after our last race, but it should make upwards over 2,000 horse.
You guys have been doing pretty well this year on 590. Where are you guys at points?
No? We've been doing so. We're having a hard time slowing it down enough for it.
I'm seeing you in the winner circle. It's usually for small tire stuff. I was
gonna say, we turn it up for the small tire and 590 stuff for short tire.
Gotcha.
It's hard to slow things down as much as we have to. We got 6.0 dialed in this thing, so we're kind of leaving it there for right now. We went to the finals at the last race with a 6.0, so we're going to try to do the same thing here.
Speaking of running the 590, you were just telling me you're going to do a little bit different in qualifying here today on Friday?
Yeah, we're going to leave it turned up for the small tire stuff. We're trying some stuff with the tune. Going to see what the truck will run finally all out.
You run 590, but you make a whole bunch of power and you go really fast in small tire. Why not Pro Street?
We've been asked that question a lot. Biggest reason is weight. Okay. We are lighter than minimum weight for that. We spent a lot of time and money to shed weight off it for the small tire stuff, and I don't really want to put it back on.
Gotcha.
I think we could run with them and play with them, but the big disadvantage to a Duramax is the cylinder walls. We split cylinder walls turned up all the time. So we're on kind of borrowed time with the stock block until we can finally get up to the Cummins world and get a billet.
So what is your game plan for tonight with small tire?
I'd like to win it again. We're going to turn it up, see what the chassis can take. If the chassis takes what we're going to throw at it, we should be very competitive tonight again. So I'd like to see if we can't double down on this. But they brought some heavy hitters on the gas side, and the diesel side's no slouch either. We got some pretty good guys on the diesel side, so it's going to be a fun night.
What interests you about the small tire stuff?
I wouldn't even say it's the small tire stuff. It's more the no prep stuff.
Okay.
I like the sketchier tracks, the environment it kind of brings around. It seems more fun to me. I like taking where the track is the equalizer, not the cars. So that way guys that don't have as much money can compete with the guys that have tons of money. So I like that aspect of it a little bit more. So
is your goal ultimately is to run this against the gas cars,
yeah,
and show what the diesel can do?
We love coming out. I mean, we've always kind of been the ugly stepsister of the world for a long time in diesels. And diesels are starting to come around, and I think the gas guys are starting to wake up to these things are fast, and I think we're turning heads. So I'd like to keep that momentum going.
What happened there? You swung for the fence a little bit, huh?
Just a little too much power in it.
Yeah?
It happens. We had to try something to know, and now we know.
All right, so what do you think about this round?
Pull a little power out, see what it does. So pulled some out before the 60, and should go A to B.
Try to get it on down through there?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Just move the ramp out a little bit further.
Perfect. last night,
495.
495. That should be list the records off there for that one.
It's the four-wheel drive Duramax record. It is the 4R record by quite a bit. It is, I believe, the fastest crew cab now. I was told last night it is the fastest stock base transmission Duramax or diesel now.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly what the list is, but we're thrilled. I'm still in shock of what happened last night.
It was incredible to see. I mean, to see the boards lit up. I do got to give Michael Dalton credit because he was like, we should put the boards on. I'm like, but
I was pushing. I talked to him a couple times this week. I'm like, dude, put the boards on, because we were coming here to try to set the record. We wanted to come and run a 9. Talked to Milliken this morning. I guess there was a ton of guys behind us because everybody knew what we were shooting for. It's a milestone to get a 4x4 in the 4s. And to set the record while we did it, God, it felt good.
I've never seen so many people on the starting line cheer after a loss.
I've never been happier on a loss. I'll put it that way. I was down at the shutdown with the other driver, and I was hooting and hollering and pumped. And he's like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Dude, we just set the world record for the world's fastest four-wheel drive Duramax."
Yeah.
I'm like, win or lose, I'm happy. Like,
Right, you may have won, but we did something.
we won something bigger, in my opinion. So
Damn right.
I would have loved to win the race, but he ran a 470. No, that's not going to happen out of this.
I mean, now that you've done it 495, what do you think is possible?
The big problem is we're still stock block. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on this block to do that kind of stuff, and I don't know how much more we're going to push this block. I literally told my crew we're probably going to be pushing it back after this pass. We'll probably split a cylinder. I think we figured some stuff out to keep the cylinders alive, and it seemed to work last night. So am I going to try to do that again unless we get pressure from DHD? I think we're going to leave it sit there for a little while and see what happens.
Well, congratulations, brother. It's awesome to see, and
it definitely took a hell of a team behind us, and it definitely could not be done without any of them. So,
speak on some of the team, show them some love.
S&S has been vital to us. They've been behind us from day one when we started this build. SoCal Diesel, this is actually his motor in the truck right now. We do not have ours back yet, so this is a borrowed motor in this truck. Truck Source Diesel, Chris Buheider. We talked to him 4 years ago at UCC, and he has been a godsend to our build. He has been a huge part of this thing from day one. Hot Shot secret, this thing is protected by Hot Shots, and it will always be protected by Hot Shots. It's proven horsepower, protects everything, good to go. Wade Race Part Solutions, all his stuff. This thing made 156 pounds of boost last night. So I got to give a shout out to him. It kept everything intact. My wife putting up with all my shit. So it's been a long winter building this chassis. She put up with a lot there. Ryan Halsey Fab Shop, he did all the welding. He does a lot of the fab work with me on this. A lot of people don't realize we built this truck in-house. So it's not sent out somewhere. We built this in-house this winter. So we took a lot of pride in that last night.
Hell yeah. Congratulations again, brother.
Thank you.
Absolutely awesome.